So, for our American government class at the Miami Valley School, which is the school that I go to, our teacher, Mr. Squires, wanted us to make a YouTube video in place of doing a speech to kind of start off studying American government. The first 2 weeks of class that we've had, he really spent the entire time diving into trying to show us why government matters, why government is important. And personally, I was raised and brought up in an environment to where I've been taught and I've been learning about government and the way it works and the way it's been changing for as long as I can remember. And one thing that really bothers me, with my generation at least, is that they're not really grasping the concept of what it means to be able to have some opportunities like to vote, to be able to have a say in who's going to be the leader of the free world and one of the most powerful men on the planet. But another thing that I think even a lot of Americans now aren't getting is that we, the people, are the government. As much as it might seem that the guys in suits on Capitol Hill are the government, we're the government. We, the people, by the people. And we're the ones that have the say in what kind of taxes we impose and the decisions we're going to be making for the rest of our lives. And it's not just one person, it's not just a set group of people, it's not just one family that has all the power and all the say. We all are citizens of the country, and with that comes a responsibility and the opportunity to be able to have a say in what happens to us. It's not just by luck whether or not you're able to have a livelihood and if you're able to be able to sustain your family and be able to do the things you want. And I think that's one thing that is really, really amazing about our country, is that relatively, which I know it's not the same in every case, relatively what the idea is supposed to be is that no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, is that everyone is given the same chances. You can go to school, you can continue on the higher education, you can get any job if, depending on your qualifications and things like that. And in a perfect world, there shouldn't be any restrictions holding you back, but the only thing that should, if anything, that holds you back is what you decide to do on your own. And I think that is one problem that is big in the United States right now, is that a lot of people see the powerful CEOs, they see powerful leaders of corporations and companies and business people and doctors and all these well-off people that have worked for what they have, but now the middle class, lower class feel entitled. And it hurts because I personally, the people I'm around, my friends and their parents, I've never been on a level with someone that hasn't worked for what they have, but I can see why, and I can see how people just feel entitled without really working for anything. And I think in the next 8-10 years, what President Obama had the rest of his term, and the next president, that is one thing that they're going to have to tackle, is what line is drawn when it comes to, government handouts, government systems, government money, things like that. And I know a lot of people say that, countries can't function without governments, and they can't. There has to be infrastructure and stability. But at the same time, the government is there to hold you up, but you should decide how they do it. So I know that government matters. I feel like I've kind of always known that, and I've always cherished that, and I've always really appreciated the fact and all the opportunities I have as an American. So I guess if there is one thing that I'm trying to get across in this video, is that it's not when you turn 18, when you can vote for the first time, it's not something that I would blow off. It's something that a lot of people across the globe are fighting with their lives for, to be able to have that freedom, to be able to say and do what they want without, being killed or being prosecuted or persecuted, not prosecuted, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, so I really hope to learn even more about that, and why and how our government works, and maybe why and how it doesn't in some places. But yeah, government matters, and I really think more people my age, that are getting ready to graduate high school, should really pay attention to and should really start to learn more about. So, thanks.